Next question. Why are they happening? They are happening because of greed. Because the human perceives through consciousness a very limited perception, which is, I need money to survive, I will do what I need to do to survive, and hey, while I'm surviving in this world, I might as well really enjoy myself because my mind really gets a kick from feeling good. So that is what human beings strive towards. We strive to survive, first of all. You are a young child, you grow up, the first perception of your parents and of the people around you is, damn, these people are trying to survive. Look at my parents. I'm resonantly the whole time experiencing their survival. And as a child, you go out of that innocent, pure expression and you start surviving because now you've been sent to school where for how many years you are told, train yourself to go and survive. Okay, so now you're in the big world, you're an adult, and you have to survive. If you want to eat and have a roof over your head, you have to survive. Again, these are physical things. They are not happening on an energetic level, on a dimensional level. They are physical things. So you go out in the world, you get your job, you survive. Now you want a family. Oh, the job I had as a young bachelor, living in my little one-bedroom apartment, eating sandwiches and the occasional bit of McDonald's, that ain't gonna cut it. My children have to go to school. I get this desire to procreate. God, add more children to this damn world. Okay, I want to procreate. Now I've got to support my family. Now I need a better job. So I better train myself and adapt my personality to be a better thinker, a cleverer thinker, and to be able to outsmart other people so that I appear more evolved and more stable and more enlightened within what is required of me to do better, to get a better job, to do better in my job, to get a better woman, to get better sex, to have better children because it's survival of the fittest. That is the mindset of humanity right now. So, due to greed and our desire to survive, we exist in this monetary system. And if you look at how that example that I gave now actually flows out into bigger world problems, you end up with war, starvation, abusing each other, not regarding life, not taking into consideration the environment. These are all physical things that are happening. The environment is being destroyed on a physical level, not on a metaphysical or energetic level. War is breaking on a physical level. When those people got blown up in that war, because apparently America could not for themselves investigate the actual cause of 9/11, for example, and they went on this rampage and they got very angry and they blew up everything in sight. Those mothers and children were physically being blown up, not on a metaphysical level, not on an energetic level. Rape is happening on a physical level, not on an energetic level. And for you as a light worker and an energy worker to tell me, yes, it is happening on a metaphysical and energetic level, I would like you to work on that point from the perspective of, here is a challenge for you, as I mentioned earlier. You work at stopping these things from happening on a metaphysical level and on an energetic level. And I will work at changing the actual core of why these things are happening, the money system. Now, we've done extensive videos with regards to equal money and how if we change the systems that are here, we can bring about a dignified life for all, because that is going to involve implementing equality so that people can come out of survival, so that these physical events will become less and less and less. Obviously, it will require of humanity to work on extensive self-honesty and forgiveness, self-forgiveness, because this is just the starting point. Remember, we are suggesting equal money as an interim system to world equality, to equality across the board for all systems, but humanity as a whole have to become self-honest. We have to stop the greed and the desire for recognition and the desire to be noticed and the desire to be loved, all of that which results in us participating in the world system, participating in the money system as it is. That has to stop inside. Otherwise, the world system is not going to stop. So, the physical reality as it is now and the things that are happening to beings on this planet can be stopped through changing the actual systems and changing the actual living expression of each being and how you participate in the system. So you could say that even though the system itself consists of institutions and organizations and is not necessarily physical, it is still within this physical reality, meaning I go to the ATM, I put in my card, I put in my PIN, and the money comes out. I go to the mall and I desire to look beautiful and I buy a specific garment. I go and sit with my friend and I speak a load of crap and I'm participating in ego of the mind, and I am, what I'm finding entertaining and funny and amusing is being created for me through my thoughts and my desires in the world system. So I cannot say at the end of the day that it is quite sad and tragic that abuse and war and rape is happening, but at the same time I am participating in it within myself. You know, I am treating men like a piece of flesh that are there for me to have sex with, and I am staring at a man and thinking, wow, I'd like to see you naked. That is how each of us is creating celebrities and the beauty system and the world systems as they exist. So that is how you can take 1 + 1 = 2, and you can look at how the money system exists through existing as systems of the world, okay, and how through physical action and physical changing me as what I generate within myself, I am able to change the world systems. So by keeping it, that's why we say stick with the physical, because if you purify yourself here in the physical, meaning returning to the physical, which doesn't desire, it doesn't have wants and fears, it exists here as the physical, here. Yeah, does this arm desire to be pretty? No, the mind desires for the arm to be pretty, but this arm itself is here, it is an arm. This laptop that I'm working on now does not desire to be pretty. My mind desires for me to have a pretty laptop, for example. So the physical reality is stable, it is here, it is already established, everything is here. How we have participated in it and created everything through consciousness tells you a very interesting thing, light workers. It tells you that your positive thoughts that are creating this reality are disgusting. Because is this what you want? To be special, to be the newest guy on the block with the fanciest house and the bestest friends and the coolest nightclubs and the coolest life? Is that where positive thinking is getting us? I mean, what? We're consumed with sex and drugs and being the top of our class and making the most money. Is that really now where positive thinking gets us, having the biggest house and the biggest car? Is this now what positive thinking brings us to this point? And yet positive thinkers are not willing to consider that behind you there are factories and machines and institutions and entire organizations with giant big buildings creating crap through exploiting people through minimum wages and slavery and exploitation and abusing of animals and the environment, so that you as the positive thinker can sit in front of your newest, latest positive thinking book and ponder about the newest, most prettiest white picket fenced house that you would like to have. So let's use 1 + 1 = 2 and actually look at What is physical reality, and what does it imply to exist in a physical reality?